good, Vijay. I think, Shiva, that's good. Another aspect which I wanted to understand was that in our company, currently we have messaging services.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's basically kind of, there are two messaging services. One is asynchronous and there's another FTP messaging services.
Okay.
And they are trying, I mean, there's a plan in future to kind of do a load test on them.
Okay.
Yeah, so I was just wondering, I mean, what protocol they will be using? I mean, obviously for messaging, what are the protocols we have? Like, I think it's they're going to use MQ series.
Okay. So like normally, how can we find the protocol supported? Means like we have a protocol advisor. By using that, we can at least record one flow, end-to-end flow. It will support us the supporting protocols.
Okay.
So using among those, we can select one and continue.
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
That's so like if you trying to record, so not this, you select web. Should like protocol advisor, one option will be there. So if you select that and try to record one end-to-end flow, it will support us the supporting protocols for that application. So we need to select any one of those and continue.
Okay.
See here,
Okay.
protocol advisor. So if you click here, so and provide the URL of the application. Okay. And if you start analyzing, it will open the that particular application, and you can give login ID and password, and you can perform some operations. Then it will start analyzing the protocols supported by the tool for that application. So we need to select any one of those.
Okay.
Depending upon the situations.
And there are few applications which are on Citrix. So how do we kind of?
Yeah, normally like we can say if it is developed in Java or SAP, if it is developed in Java or .NET, we can use WebHTTP HTML protocol. Okay, if there are Ajax or asynchronous calls, then we need to use Ajax click and script or Ajax click and script.
Okay, no, my question, I mean, my query was, most of the applications what we have, they are on Citrix. So basically the way we work is that we log into the Citrix emulator, and then we see, and then we actually get access to those applications. So if at all we have Loadrunner on my machine, for example, how can we, I mean, start recording something which is on Citrix? Because the process is as such running on the server, right? I mean, there's no process which is running on the machine. So what kind of protocol do we have to use?
Like whether you are able to connect to like the thing is like as a prerequisite, if Loadrunner is installed on your machine and you want to test the application, should make sure that after connecting Citrix, I think you are able to. My question is like after connecting to Citrix, like will you able to access the application from your machine or not?
Yes.
Then not a problem. We can use whether you are able to connect to Citrix or client specific VPN is there. It will not consider, like once you connect it to the network, client network, and how that selecting the protocol depends on the application developed.
Okay. Okay. So there's no protocol for Citrix. I mean, the
See,
protocol what you're showing, remote desktop protocol, is it, or is it remote terminal emulator? I think, is that the one we need to choose, or
um,
I think there's one Citrix
this
protocol as well. If you go over there on the first one, scroll on the right hand side,
yeah,
the first one, yeah. So we have RT, remote terminal emulator, and in the first, I think if you go on the uh,
okay,
go to the first, I mean, go to the right,
first,
sorry, leftmost, yeah.
right, okay,
Citrix ICA, yeah.
okay,
Yeah, so I think we'll have to use Citrix ICA because even though I'll be able to
yeah,
access application from my machine, but as such, I think that the protocol is a bit different. I think Citrix ICA protocol has to be used.
yeah, that's what, like, you cannot, the protocol mainly is a communicator between the application and our tool.
Correct.
So,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
so that's why we'll, to be a good communication between tool and application, we have, we need to do this first. So using this, if you are able to record, obviously it will suggest us the supporting protocols.
Mm-hmm.
You got my point?
Yeah, yeah, I understood your point. Yeah.
Yeah, what I'm going to say is you don't know what is the protocol you have to use. Even though you can try tomorrow, you don't know what is the protocol you want to use to test the application. Then how can we know that is using this protocol advisor, and you start recording something like www.gov.com. Okay. So something like it will automatically launches the browser and opens that URL. So now it's start analyzing.
Okay.
It opened. So now it will, after performing some operations,
Mm-hmm.
like end-to-end operations, whatever you suspect that there is whatever the scenario is under test, you take one scenario which is need to be tested, and you navigate all the flow up for that scenario. After that, you just finish analyzing. Now it suggests us the protocols.
Okay.
See here, it suggested me web HTTP as well as Ajax click and through client Firefox. Now, depending, now you need to select one and go ahead with the recording. Like if you select this and go ahead recording, if you are unable to record, or else even though you recorded, script is not getting captured, script is not generating, or else you are unable to replay, then you need to select one more protocol.
Okay. Okay.
Simply ask developer like what are the protocols they have used for that particular scenario, and you can use that blindly. My suggestion, simple suggestion, but this is the way how to find the protocol.
Okay. So different scripts can have multiple protocols in it, isn't it?
Yeah, normally it will suggest 3 protocols. Like if it is, even though if the application is developed in Java, it will suggest 3 or more protocol, more than one. Then you need to select, give the preference for web HTTP. Then depending upon the script and issues you are facing, you can select other like you can try with other protocols.
Okay. Okay.
Like some scenarios where the asynchronous calls are implemented or something else. So if you try to record using web HTTP HTML, script might not record. Means that so at that particular step, these functions will not get generated. Web URLs. So these functions means that protocol is not supporting at that particular step. Then you need to go for other.
Okay.
This is how this is how to find.
Okay. Okay.
You
Yeah.
have like multiple protocol selection also. I didn't try it in my period, but Loadrunner has multiple protocol selection also. Like in the one flow, I didn't get chance to select this option actually. If one flow contains like as you said, multiple protocols also we can select like web service, web and web HTTP and also like RDP. No, like these multiple protocols you can select and you can go ahead with the recording.
Correct. I mean, in real time applications, or the projects which I am currently working, typically we have multiple applications sitting on different servers, then having different protocols. So I was just thinking that we should be able to record some multi kind of protocol in one particular script.
Okay, then you can select, you can use this option.
Okay. Yeah,
You
yeah.
can select multiple protocol and you can use, see among these suggested protocols, you can add select, after selecting multiple protocols, see some got disabled. Means that if you can able to select these mappings only.
Yeah.
See, if you can these mappings only. See, if you select web HTTP HTML, immediately you cannot select web HTTP HTML and SAP, click on SAP web and SAP GUI.
Mm-hmm.
You can only able to select remaining whatever enabled. So this is how you can select multiple protocols. If the project if the flow is like that.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. So what are the, I think if we have to divide Loadrunner kind of syllabus, there are three parts, right? First is the VUGen. The complexity in VUGen is the protocols and the related functions. I think
Main components are VUGen and controller and analysis
okay.
and load generator and agent process. So these are the main components. Coming to the concepts, main concepts are so correlation.
Yeah. So Shiva, I mean,
Yes.
a very kind of simple question what I have is that after this particular kind of course, where I will be as far as Loadrunner is concerned. I mean, one thing is, yes, I will have to practice. That is definitely required. So I'll have to put efforts from my side. But learning this, going through this particular course, will it be a very basic course or will it be in detail and advanced course?
This is not a basic course. Actually, you know, as part of scripting part concerns, this is not. This is, we can say this is an. We cannot say this is basic course. We can say this is advanced because when you along with the C language, how to handle the situation and all. This is not a basic one. We can say this is advanced. So coming to the analysis part. Analysis part. This is more than basic and less than like advanced.
Okay.
The analysis.
So in real time, I mean, as you are already working on Loadrunner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go ahead, please.
Yeah. What I was saying is that as you are already a professional Loadrunner professional, I think for you analysis is quite important, right? I mean, one thing is that you record the scripts, you kind of monitor what has happened, but ultimately, if you're not able to analyze what are the bottlenecks, which is the kind of objective of Loadrunner, I think analysis is quite important, isn't it?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So analysis, how much I can tell you, like analysis level also server level will be there, OS level will be there. So on server level, as we don't have servers and all to explain, I cannot explain you server level, but I can explain you OS level. What are the counters need to configure? You know, what are the things, how to prepare the graphs, how can we analyze everything.
Okay. So in real time, how do you kind of monitor the performance of the application server, or maybe
Normally, yeah, as a performance tester, you might not have access to the servers. Normally, you will have like you need to configure the metrics. Like whatever I am saying is completely advanced, we can say. Like BA analysts and all who has a server access, there only they will monitor the servers while performance testing is going on. Whatever the performance tester can do from his end in analysis part, I'll explain you using Performance tool.
okay.
What are the counters need to configure during the load test? Okay. Up to that on and how to analyze the counters after test.
Okay. Okay.
This is not like, don't think this is not like explaining that web services course how to record and how to playback and uploading the scripts in controller and just running. This is how what analysis. This is not that simple kind of thing. My explanation will be entire in a real-time manner.
Yeah. I mean, that is what I was actually expecting, because Shiva, you are the expert. You already, I believe you have already worked quite on real-time applications. And
Yeah.
I think that experience and that kind of knowledge is what I will be seeking. I mean, yes, obviously the concepts have to be clear. So we'll have to understand the tool and at least take one of the protocol and understand it correctly. But on top of that, as I said, I mean, I'm expecting, as you are the kind of guru in this subject, I would like some more details, because I mean, hope my objective is very clear to you, right? I mean, I would like to kind of enter the market as a Loadrunner professional, but I don't want to kind of make a fool of myself. So I need to get in-depth knowledge. You can also point me to different books or different tutorials or anything else. That's fine. I can do self-study as well. But I'm actually looking forward you as a guru who can kind of guide me to reach that particular objective.
Okay. Sure. You can cross-check the syllabus and also I'll ask Vijay to forward you. Okay.
Yeah. So
You can
syllabus
go
is
through.
very, yeah, I mean, apart from the syllabus, I mean, do you think you will be able to guide me and get me to a level wherein I can kind of confidently enter into Loadrunner market?
Sure, sure.
I mean, that is what I need. I mean, syllabus is
You
one
know,
aspect. Yeah, I mean, syllabus
I can
obviously.
explain you, but how much like I can, yeah, we don't have setup of real kind of real time manner. So
Hmm.
here I'll explain you the concepts and every all concepts, and also I'm not sure, like I'm trying to install SAP GUI. If I can able to install that, I can explain. I'll explain. I am trying hardly, but I cannot assure you that. And moreover, if you keep aside that, I'll show you sample scripts of SAP Web, SAP GUI, and I'll tell you after like in addition to the course. In addition to the course, I'll share the sample scripts of CBL Web and SAP GUI, and I'll tell you the what are the issues we will face in SAP GUI and what are the functions
Yeah, I mean,
compared to protocol.
yeah,
That and all I will explain.
sharing your experience and maybe telling the actual bottlenecks and the actual issues what you might have faced. I think those critical parts is what I think would be important to know.
Sure, sure, sure. Those will, what are the issues I am facing, those I will explain you in the views and concepts itself, scripting itself.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Whatever the issues I am facing in the real time, I will explain shortly.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. I mean, how long have been working on Loadrunner, Shiva?
So I have 8 years of experience in Loadrunner.
Oh, that's great. That's great. So you have already worked on a lot of different protocols, and maybe you
Yeah,
have.
those are the protocols I worked on different applications on different issues.
Okay.
And also I have experience into multiple tools like JMeter as well as RPT.
Okay.
Not only Loadrunner, like as you are aware of, Loadrunner has multiple tools in the market. If you see this,
Mm-hmm.
there is many tools available in the market. Loadrunner, RPT, Silk Padmavar, VSTS, QA Load, JMeter,
Yeah.
OpenST. Like along with the knowledge on Loadrunner, if you can learn JMeter,
Mm-hmm.
so that will be added advantage for you.
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, this is a licensed tool. As this is open source tool, so many companies, they are preferring open source tool like just a kind of to do performance testing. Like they want to know like how much performance, like simple applications. If they want to, they cannot purchase for each and everything, right? From HP people, as this is a very costly tool.
Mm-hmm.
So open source tools are also available like JMeter and OpenSTA. So
Okay.
these are all like Loadrunner, RPT, Silkworm or VSTS. These are all licensed tools. Whereas
Mm.
this JMeter and OpenSTA are the open source tools available in the market.
Okay. Okay.
So whether if you want, like you can discuss with the institute people. I can explain you JMeter also.
Okay.
That would be
So
added advantage for you.
yeah, I think see basically I have extensively worked on Java previously.
Like
Uh,
developer, as a developer.
yeah, as a developer.
Then
So
I think this JMeter tool would be like very easy for you. And also like if you worked on as a Java developer, like
yeah.
the scripting part also very easy for you. Loadrunner scripting part, the what are the C concepts and all very easy for you, and you can grasp easily. As much as you grasp, I can tell you the not deep concepts also.
Yeah, yeah, fantastic. I think that is what I'm looking for, to be honest, Shiva. Yeah, because I mean, just to understand the functions and basic things, it's good as a fresher, but I'll be entering into the market with certain kind of expectations.
Okay.
So, I mean, from my side, obviously, I will have to put more efforts. I will have to learn in depth and get in-depth knowledge. But I think guidance from you as what should I do, where should I mean, any books or anything which I need to kind of refer, or I think those kind of things, and your real-time experience. I think that those are the few aspects which are not there in the syllabus, but that is something that I think we both have to be. I mean, if you can share that, it will be great.
Sure, sure. Sure,
Okay.
that help, and I think as per my conversation with you, I know to keep put more effort to train you in the part of C language or coding part. If I say one concept, I think you can easily grasp because you are a Java developer.
Yeah.
We can discuss more on the scripting. We can spend more on the scripting. Like if you can grasp the concepts easily, we can discuss more functions. Like after recording the script, so only some functions will come. So I'll explain you some more functions. So depending upon the situations, how to use, what are the challenges, depending upon the challenge, what is the function you need to use. So how to debug the script. These and all will come. I'll explain you.
Okay. Hmm. Yeah.